animals, don't you? All right. Now, if you've not watched Brave Wilderness, here and now is not the time to do that. I would be on your way home, maybe on your phone or on your computer. Just search Brave Wilderness on the internet and you will have endless hours of fun animal entertainment, and probably the stuff that has gotten most of you turned on to the Brave Wilderness channel is me getting bitten and stung by stuff, right? I know, like, if we get to a point where there's any questions and answers, the first one's gonna be, Coyote, what was the most painful thing you've ever been bitten by?
What's the most painful?
What about the leeches? Oh, the leaf. We won't even get into now my experimentation with leaves. Giant centipedes. Yes, if you see that my arm looks weird, it is because I got bit by a centipede to raise awareness for rhino conservation a couple weeks ago. But we won't get into that right now. The video is up on the channel at this point. If you want to go back and watch it, that's awesome. If you want to consider donating to Save the Horns, to save critically endangered black rhinos, even better. But you guys came here to see some cool creatures, right? And it wouldn't be appropriate to start this show off without talking about something that's bitten me, right? All right, so people always want to know, Coyote, what is the worst thing you've ever been bitten by? Well, it's very important to note that there are bites and there are stings. There are intentional bites and stings, and then there are unintentional bites and stings. Unintentional means, oops, didn't mean to do that. And our first animal that's coming up today is the one animal that I have been accidentally bitten by that is without question the most painful experience I have also ever been through. So you guys are far enough back from the stage, right? Like, you all feel safe? You're sure about that? You're sure about that? Okay, I guess so. Well, let's bring, oh boy. All right, we gotta stay extra calm though, right? I just wanna make sure everybody is safe. This is beautiful. That is a Gila monster. Now, the Gila monster is the only venomous lizard in the United States. Did you guys know that? I saw you said no. The answer to that is yes. Now, in North America, there is the Gila monster and there is the beaded dragon. And when we're talking about venomous lizards, this is definitely a species that if you ever see it in the wild, you would only want to admire it from a safe distance, because they may look slow and sluggish, which was the mistake that I made when I got a GoPro camera way too close to one's face and it spun around and bit my thumb. Now, the venom in this animal is incredibly potent. They have a neurotoxin that will basically set off every single receptor inside of your body that says, wow, it is like there is lava coursing through my veins. And I was lucky because when I was bitten by the Gila monster, it just barely grazed my thumb. I would say that my thumb was in its mouth for less than a second. And in that amount of time, I had enough venom in my system that put me in 9 hours of excruciating pain. Sounds like a bad day, doesn't it? Which is why we probably want to avoid ever getting close to Gila monsters. Have any of you ever seen a Gila monster in the wild before? No. Okay, well, you guys don't have Gila monsters here, but a little bit further west into New Mexico and Arizona is where you will find these super cool lizards. Beautiful animal though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what, for everybody that's back there, maybe hard to see, if I come down here, does that show up on the screen? It does. Do you guys notice the color patterning of the Gila monster? Here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna let it down and let it walk towards the camera just a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't hop off here into the front stage. Whoop. See how sluggishly they move? And he's like, all right, I'm just gonna look off the edge a little bit. This color patterning, while it may look like it's really bright, like how does this thing stay camouflaged? When these lizards are out foraging around for food, primarily looking for little bird eggs and small mammals to feast on, this color pattern helps them stay perfectly camouflaged in between light and shadow. So if you can imagine the sun coming down through the desert scrub brush and the cactuses casting all of these shadows on the ground, that helps this lizard stay perfectly hidden. So even though it might kind of look pink and black, that color is perfect for camouflage. And I don't know if you can see this from there. Let's see if we can get the camera real close. Do you see the tongue flicking in and out? Now, we normally think, here, we'll bring the camera over this way too so you guys can see too. That's exactly right. That is how the lizard smells. So they have a forked tongue similar to a snake, and the Gila monster's most powerful sense is probably its sense of smell. Small eyes, not the greatest vision, but with that tongue, they can detect any chemical within the environment. So whether that's a possible prey item or a possible predator that's moved through, this lizard is capable of saying, okay, I either like this or I don't like this. And then they run that tongue over a little thing on the roof of their mouth called the Jacobson's organ. Have you guys ever heard of that before? Some of you have. The only thing you need to remember about the Gila monster is that it's venomous and it has a Jacobson's organ, which is like its little personal computer that makes its life possible when it comes to eating and avoiding predators. Does anybody want to get bitten by this Gila monster?
No.
I heard a lot of no's, and that was exactly the right answer. All right, can everybody give a big round of applause for this beautiful Gila monster? Gila monster, I'm going to get back into my burrow. Thank you. All right, so Gila monsters are cool. Gila monsters are scaly. Gila monsters technically check off that list of things Coyote has unintentionally been bitten by. But do you guys want to see something maybe just a little bit cuter?
Yeah.
Should we? All right, so let's figure this out. Do we want to go, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cute is the Gila monster? 1 being least cute, 10 being most cute. Let me hear it. I hear some 5s, middle of the road. That's a good call out for a Gila monster. So do we want to go cuteness level next 6? 8? Are you what, 10? 10. Are we sure we want 10? All right, we're gonna go cuteness level 10. Now, my next little friend that's gonna come out is something called a tamandua. Have you guys ever heard of that? Don't try to spell it backwards. Okay. Ooh. What do we think? 10 buttons of cuteness? Is that a 10? Now, I'm not going to talk too crazy loud because I don't want to be real loud next to her ears. But isn't she adorable? So that's a tamandua, also known as a lesser anteater. And they are incredible animals. You'll find these guys in Central and South America. Right? Oh, you're rubbing your nose on my finger. You just got snot on me. That's funny. It's always going to be something. Have you guys ever seen this animal species before? Yes, you have. Did you see it on Brave Wilderness? Yeah, there was an episode where I ate termites alongside of one of these little guys. And let me turn you like this so that we can see it. All right, so you see the very long prehensile tail? Almost like a 5th leg that helps them balance and move through the environment. But you see those claws up front? Look at those crazy claws, right? Where did our camera go? I guess our camera's not here anymore. So those claws, as you can see, kind of latching. Oh, there's the camera. Oh, there's a different camera. Those claws are excellent for helping them to climb and also to dig. And you may be wondering, are those claws sharp? Absolutely they're sharp, which is why these animals have a pretty good defense system in case anything comes into the environment. It's like, oh, that looks like a tasty snack. What do you guys think would eat a tamandua?
Me. You.
A what? No, termites wouldn't eat tamanduas. Tamanduas eat termites. Maybe a jaguar? Do you think a jaguar would eat a tamandua?
Yeah.
Well, probably. Well, a lion would if a lion could find one, but unfortunately they don't live in the same place. But jaguar would definitely be a candidate. So if you've got big claws like that, you can definitely help to ward off some predators. How cute is that, right? Oh, and did you see that long tongue come out? So they have incredibly long tongues. Do you know what those tongues are used for?
They're not lions.
You can get those tongues all the way into termite and ant mounds so that this animal is capable of getting a meal. Thousands of termites and ants they can eat in a single setting. Did you turn off my audio? No, it's still going. Oh, that's pretty cute, isn't it? And this is excellent. Whenever you've got to walk on to find my way that direction. All right, where are you going? You staying there? Here, let's just do this. You walk around and be curious for a second. So we've got a camera over here too. That's all right. Yeah, you guys can get about right there. Don't get too close. Look at that. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Look at how they just kind of walk with their little claws tucked in. Just exploring around, being comfortable, looking at you guys, saying, all right, is there any termites to eat here? Coyote, do you have any ants? I don't have any ants, don't have any termites. But I bet you backstage we've got some really delicious stuff for you. Yep, keep your hands back a little bit. I wouldn't want you to get kissed by that dog. Pretty cute, huh?
Kiss?
Oh, that's awesome. Is that about the closest you guys have ever been to a tamandua? Yeah? You have? All right, well, since we all got this close, if you guys can all stay super, super, super calm, we're gonna bring the tamandua back out, but I've gotta pick out a couple of volunteers for our next game. Oh, yeah, this is not gonna be tough. Okay, we'll have to keep this super calm. Bring the tamandua over here. So let's do this. Let's bring that container up to here. Oh, we still have that. Just kidding. We've got one more thing before we get to the thing that's in that big box. Do you guys see that huge box? Yeah. False alarm. We're not there yet. Oh, but you guys are great right where you're at. Okay, so everybody stay really calm. And don't worry, I will answer some questions later when I'm out place. Because if I open up that door and answer your question, then I got to answer a bunch of questions. It will get all out of control. But we've got one more thing that's totally friendly for us to interact with. Does that sound good? Yeah, okay, so, can anybody guess what's inside of this container? Did you say Sasquatch? A soft-scaled viper. Not a Sasquatch or a soft-scaled viper. I guess I'm just gonna be the one to get it out of the container. You ready for this? Everybody be extra calm and quiet. Are you ready? What do you think it is?
Oh, wow.
Okay, everybody be extra calm. This is a spiny-tailed iguana. You can see it's probably going to